Hey on there folks, Will here with FXAce.com. So welcome to the video, welcome to my channel. This video here is this week's weekly Forex price action forecast. So I'm actually in Bangkok here at the minute. I'm in my hotel room, where I'm going to be here for the next 4 or 5 days just doing some property business. And what we're going to look at now is the week ahead. First week of May 2018. The year is flying in so far, going really quick, and we had a fantastic month last month, my best trading month of the year so far. If you've seen Friday's results video, pretty awesome stuff. Okay, so let's get into the charts. I'll just hide my face here. Got the haircut yesterday, so looking smart, I hope. And let's hide the face. Okay, so see my strong first week index. Very strong week for the US dollar, yen also. See here. Dun dun dun. Weakest euro plummeted last week, so did the pound. We're just going to look at the charts now. So let's start off with the US dollar index, finally reaching up towards the the 92 area. So just going to change the color of this, my rectangle reader. I like to have it just that bluish color for me. Okay, so you can see this was on the weekly. We've been talking about this for quite some while now. We had this weekly area here. This area rocketed up and off this previous leg up, rocketed up and caused this high on the US dollar index, and we had in this period coming down into it, we had the divergence signal of my divergence accumulation distribution indicator. We had the signal here on the weekly, pretty strong signal if we get it on the higher time frames, especially the weekly and the daily. I've had this sideways movement action from really the start of this year here. Last week we finally broke up out of this area, and I have talked about the 92 area for a while now. But what I can see happening here is possibly a move up towards the 93, 94 area, up towards this price zone here. Got the breakout area here, 90. You can see this was a kind of area that held for a while, the 92. You had this previous bounce here, so that's why I was looking at the 92 area for a possible move to. Once it broke out, this line here, you can see had a strong bounce from that 92 area last year, and I brought it up to 103. Small bounce here, got weaker, so it broke down through, and now we're coming up to retest it after it broke down through it. So we'll see what happens this week at this 92 area. See, right on that zone area, we have a price zone here, right on the 92. Okay, so here we go. So you can see it more or less hit it last week. You can see a rally up in it on Friday, popped up into it, and big plummet there from 192. And let's look at the smaller time frames. You can see we actually got the divergence signal coming into it, 91,750. There's 800 more or less hit. We got the divergence in the 15-minute chart. So this week, possibly, well, what I'm liking this week for this to continue higher is a move down towards this 4-hour area here. Pretty strong momentum coming down to this zone here that caused the high. in the 4 hour. It's popped down strongly towards it. Likely get a small like couple of hour reaction there on Monday, but legging it down towards this kind of zone here, or on the 4 hour chart. Yeah, so we've got that. Monday, we've got this hourly within the 4 hour. And just do the indicator close. That shape itself, and you can see this. We have the blue outline, and then we have the 1 hour zone within the 4 hour. So this is likely an area we could get a buy back in on this trade on starting next week, early next week. News wise, this week, what do we have? Monday, we've got some news in Australia. Bank of Australia Governor Lowe speaks, and nothing much happening in the US. Some medium news. Again, rate statement on the Aussie, so it could be a big week, start of the week on the Aussie pairs. British pound PMI also. So we've got the ISM this week. I think, is it NFP? Yeah, so NFP this Friday, first week of May. So this could NFP week. A lot of news happening on the Aussie this week, so a big week, and some news on. We've got the funds rate this week and the FOMC statement. So a lot of big news coming out in the US from Wednesday onwards. So this actually could spur us up to give us the momentum to drive it up to these 93, 94 areas. Or if the 92 holds, I'll plummet back down and back down further, but I'm liking it, heading up towards 93, 94. Start of the week, retracement down to this 91 area or the 9500, one of these either areas here. And just so I'm looking at it right here. See, this was the high that it broke out from last week. Here, this area here on the daily caused that breakout, so possible tracing down to this daily area starting early next week, the 9591 area, and then the news at the end of the week could give us the momentum to push her higher up towards 93, 94. So could be a big week ahead in the US dollar, and I'm liking at the start of the week just to retrace a little bit down to this breakout area, and end of week see how the news comes out. NFP, funds rate, the MOMC statement could spur us up higher here. Let's see if okay, USD JPY, okay, similar story. Look at the weekly. Finally, this has been a move off this weekly area here. This weekly area of this last leg up caused this huge rocket up here. So now we're coming into this weekly area that caused this really low down into here. So early next week, expect a bounce off this area. You can see a daily area within this here, where it's hidden on Friday. If you're in the trading group, we actually took this trade this week. It's hit it, and where could we be targeting early next week? Possibly. I like these breakout zones. There's normally a wee area on the 4 hour charts or hourly charts just at these lines here that caused this breakout. There's one in the daily here, but let's just see if there's one 4 hour. There we go. So there's a 4 hour zone here. With a gapped up and broke out of that breakout zone there on the USD JPY. This zone caused this. So next week, this area caused this high. Let's see if this here swing low, swing high can hold. If not, Starting next week, liking to move down towards 107,700. If this holds, then yeah, possible move down to this breakout zone and then a pop up higher. Let's look at the weekly. So next week, just a bit of retracement, then higher to target these kind of areas up here. Okay, so bit of retracement starting next week at this area here. Going to definitely getting a pop here, 100%, just because this was a strong area that caused this low down into this weekly area here. See, we are getting a pop, and if you look at the 1 hour time frames, the amount of divergences coming into this area, pretty powerful. So how many is that? You can see here telling us that coming into these daily and weekly area, especially coming in within the daily, within the weekly. So we have the weekly here, then we have this daily within the weekly. If you look at the 1 hour charts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divergent signals, a lot of sideways movement. So just as we're coming into this daily area was the best trade. If you look at the charts here, this is your signal here. Price pops down, price moves up, indicator moving lower in the 4 hour chart. First easy target is this 108,800 area, but I'm liking to move to start of next week. Let's see what happens. If this low holds, yeah, possible higher, but possible move the start of the week down towards 107,800 and then a rally up higher. USD Swiss franc, I got a 50 pip move on this on Friday. You can see here. If we look at this, look at the monthly. Okay, let's take this out. So, big month last month for the USD. Swiss franc. See, this was the area here it popped on into. Monthly, this area here caused this high, comes back down, deep into this area. You can see we've just been moving sideways here for so long. That is pretty easy play off that bottom there. It's a trade we took a few weeks ago. And if you look at this, okay, so this area caused this low down in there, pop back up. This area caused a new low down into deep into this area here in the monthly. We are here, coming into this area here that caused this low. We look at the weekly. We have these weekly areas within the monthly, and getting our huge rally up into there the past 10 days. And if we look at the divergent signals on that, this is a sell signal for the start of the week. I'm selling this again. First easy targets down here, but I'm definitely selling this. 98,300. I'm actually in this trade on my other account. If you're in the Facebook group, trading group, you would have got this signal on Friday. We took it up here. You can see the divergence signal coming into this daily area. Really a lot of divergence that is rallying up towards it. But again, these divergent signals here, if you just look at this, we did get the pop here, we get a bit of reaction here, but this is the main one up here at the top of this weekly area here. So although we had a small daily area here, there's this weekly area up here that's likely to target, which it did. Coming back down, if you're looking at a daily chart, possible target down here or either further. You can let it pop up a bit more and just target these lows down here. But if you're going to take this long term, you really want it to come up towards here. A very strong bullish candle. You can see USD Swiss franc. We'll just see on the Trader X system if there is any signals. USD Swiss franc. See, we got the signal on Friday. So again, look at this. Bit of a retracement starting next week. Way down to this 4-hour area here. So start of the week sell, and then get out before the news. I'll see what happens after the news. Next up, USD CAD, similar stories, another sell trade. But looking at this, it's liking to go up. The reason it's come sold there, you can see this area here. Just take this area here caused this high, comes back down, test it. This area caused this area here caused this move down into here. Price bounces off this area that caused this high, comes up in here. This area here caused this low, so we're getting a test there, which it does on Friday. Daily test this area here for our chart. Let's see, and likely target is this area below this area. It's falling pretty heavy towards there. So this week, if this close below here, I'll sell this down towards this area here. Start of the week USD CAD, so a close below 128 really, close below there, I'll sell this down towards 127.500 or 127 in the 4-hour chart. But looking okay. Let's see, this area here caused this. We have the reaction. Always going to get a reaction there because this caused this. And this is a weekly area, so we've got a daily and a weekly area that caused this pop down. So we'll watch this closely. If this starts to drop, this here starts to drop, then we could be coming down to test these. If big ifs, a lot of ifs here, but I'm liking this to sell this on Monday. Possibly get back in a buy trade on accumulation distribution. Okay, big distribution movement here at the daily and weekly. Breakdown through here, and have a hourly chart, hourly area here. Could get a reaction next week. Okay. So start of the week USD CAD sell down towards 127 anyway. Euro USD plummeted last week, and where does it hit? I'm nearly sure that's a wee 4-hour, a wee 4-hour area. Yep. If you look at this, what price is now. Draw them. Yep. Okay, so you can see this 4-hour here that caused this huge pop up here last week. This is why it's bounced here on Friday. Okay, so but if we look at the weekly charts, okay, there's this area here. You can actually see this area, this wee pause here in the market. You can see right, 2 big bullish candles and a pause. Is that big 4-hour zone that caused this right here? That's where we're getting a wee test there. It did break out of this period of distribution here. So let's just draw this. This is a weekly area here. Now, my zones, I don't have to be precise in them. I like to draw the low and then just the candle that comes out of the zone. Then I'll look for zones within zones. I just draw them really to tell me that, don't have to be precise, just draw the lows, really tell me that this could be an area where I'd be like to trade on accumulation and distribution. Okay, so the weekly, let's get rid of this. And we've got this weekly area here. We look at the daily. This is a 4-hour area. We've got a daily area here. Look at this programmer to fix my reader this week, but this area here we got a clear signal this week. Okay, so just analysing what was happening there, hoping not speaking too fast. 4-hour chart. Okay, so I just want to mark this breakout zone, which is here. Yeah, so this is really the area. See, this held, broke up through here, then this area was really holding. And you can see we have this 4-hour area at that zone. So normally at these breakout zones you always get like a wee pop and then a rally back. So this week, expect the euro start of the week to really rally up towards the 122 area again. Up towards here. And then depending on the news and the NFP during the end of the week, we could small rally up to this daily and 4-hour zone up here. Start of the week, and then depending on the news at the end of the week, we get a pop here, and then news next week brings it back down to test these 119 areas down here. Okay, so start of the week, Euro USD buy, and then we'll watch the news at the end of the week and see what is happening. Let's see if any signals on the TraderX system. Any signals? Okay. See a lot of signals happened last week at this 4-hour area that we got. If we look at the 1-hour charts, 1-2 divergence signals coming into that 4-hour area. We have the initial drop into this with this divergence. So it's a trade I did buy on Friday at the end of the week. See a lot of the signals happening here in the 15-minute charts. An awesome day trade there. So it was first easy target was there. Easy target up towards the 122 area. Definitely look to buy that, or looking not to buy it, but look to run it up to here next week, and depending on the news on Friday, or sorry, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, sell this. So I'll be looking to get back in on a sell trade in the Euro USD next week at some point if these conditions are met. Pops up here and good news in the US will drop this down. Euro JPY, similar story, we sold this last week. See, we have this lot of daily zone, very choppy coming into these zones here. Pops down this area here. Divergence signals next week. Euro JPY. See, we've got this here caused this high. This here didn't really cause a high. This continues. This, we've got the pop here. So expect a bit of choppy action happening in the Euro JPY start of the week. So just maybe up here and down. It's a bit more sideways movement. Euro British pound. Again, huge candle on Friday. So this is just telling me we're coming up to the up the top of this range. With this false breakout here. This false breakout of this period of sideways action here. We have the false breakout, comes down, and yeah, just come back up towards these kind of range up here. This huge candle on Friday really confirms that. So with the bad British pound GBP, let's look at this Euro. Okay, you can see that huge candle signal we got there on Friday, and one down here also. This huge one on Friday, signal with a huge candle. A lot of momentum in that to push that up higher. The Euro's been dropping, but the pound dropped harder on Friday. So that's a, you can see in the daily, 4 hour daily, it's TraderX system and buying this. I'll just buy back in on that on start of the week. Euro GBP is a buy. British pound USD, huge week last week. You can see down to 137,700. Again, been talking about this for a while. Once it failed up here, this spread exit, really area here. This is a huge candle. But this was the, you can see this move here from the Brit exit caused this huge low here, and price slowly making its way up towards it. Hits here, and definitely liking this to come down to this weekly area here over the coming weeks to sell this down towards 133. So I'm definitely bearish on the pound. You can see the areas down here. There's an area here at 136, with this one here 100%, 133. I'll be looking to target. Monday, Tuesday, maybe a little bit of resistance here, but initially a breakdown below here, looking at the weekly. And you can see with the British pound USD, huge weekly signal the week before, and we get the next candle. So liking this to drop. So bearish British pound USD. British pound CAD, again, all the British pound pairs really looking to sell. This British pound CAD, a little bit of a move down next week into this 175 area on the weekly. 175 down here, a little bit of resistance there next week, so we could get a day trade coming into there next week if we're getting divergence coming into it. But nothing, no divergence has happened yet, so we'll be looking to buy that. I'll see what happens when it comes down into this area here. So short that there, British pound, Japanese yen. Again, sell again, huge candle on Friday. You can see it come up here, hit this 4-hour area, so you can see we had this huge leg up here. Price finally breaks down, takes out this low that caused this high, moving down lower. This area caused this low. Price slow, you can see all these choppy candles making its way up. Choppy small bullish candles showing less bullish volume. And this huge candle here last week, and a sell. So here, these drops. Look at these. Look at the size of these bear candles compared to the bull candles here. Bull candles are very small. The bears are a lot bigger. So pressure definitely was to the downside. Once they come back in here, pushing up to get the liquidity here, they push the market back down, and there we go. British pound, Japanese yen sell. Likely to get a pop here, but it's very weak. And again, I'll be looking at areas to get back in on a sell trade in the British pound, Japanese yen. This could be a huge move, maybe down 100, 700 pips down here. And let's just look at the day Trader X system. The Trader X system. So I use this in conjunction with price action, and has it been giving me any? We got the divergence signal here at that area, comes up here, boom. So looking for areas to sell this. Aussie. Oi. So Aussie dollar. So I'm taking a bit longer than usual this week analysing the markets, but I hope it helps. Hope you're understanding it. Okay, the Aussie right down last week into this weekly area that caused this high. This area caused this huge move up on the weekly. If you look at the monthly here, monthly area also, weekly, coming down into it. We're getting a pop here. Daily, you can see on Friday. Just look at all these divergence signals in the 1 hour chart in this weekly and daily area. So this was I've actually bought this on, we bought this on Friday down here in the trading grip. We bought it on Friday. We're down around here somewhere. I think it wasn't off the 15-minute signal. Yeah, so it was down around in here somewhere. And it's been rallying up higher. We're still in this trade. Liking the Aussie to go higher this week. So Aussie USD buy. And okay, so that's, I'm just going to see if there's any signals in the Aussie and the USD. We actually got one middle last week here, telling us was near time to buy on the Aussie USD. Okay, so that is the weekly analyst this week, and hope this video helps. Looking forward to hearing your results, price action trading results. If you want to learn how to actually trade price action, you can head over to Udemy and access my best-selling price action course over there by simply clicking the link below in the description area. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Any questions, trading related, or anything you need a hand with, let me know. Well over to fxace.com. Have a fantastic trading week, and I'll speak to you soon.